Mount Jefferson. And did you notice she said, I own this mountain? And she's right, because anybody, really, all people own the park. That's our whole idea of our public lands. It belongs to the people. Are y'all people? Are you,
Yeah.
everybody there? Yeah. So it belongs to all of us. And one of the neat things about a park, as we're looking around, looking at this, what we have here, a poplar. There's a poplar leaf, poplar tree. See, there's a lot of woods in there. All of that is wild. But the park itself is also, it's really like a system. I like to think of it as a system that all kinds of things are all working together in it. And what that means, for me, it means that I don't have to get up in the morning and feed every single animal in the park. Do you think I feed the animals in the park? No, we feed them all out. So that means I have to feed every
Because the earth is moving circles.
Yes, the Earth is moving circles. Every time it turns around, we call that a day. That's one day. Because the sun, over here, much bigger than the sun. So the side of the sun, that's it. And the side that's not being worse than me. At night, there's nothing else. You have a link there on the straight and the where the Earth is just moving. So the difference for me is the usually about me or something. It's not the side. It's not the sun. It's not the sun. Years, years, at night, it's so you we're going to find more sun. But it's and there's a half years, and we're going to really find the sun. And the year, that way, never the sun. All those seasons, and 4 main times remember those seasons. In summer, all those solstices, 7 weeks. Then so January, March, April, May, June, July. We have summer solstices, and we have our in September. September, after the very important called the fall equinox. That's September 1st. And when it is halfway winter, halfway between summer, so halfway is the fall equinox. And that's why the leaves are starting to leave because the planet tilted. This is also okay. Because of that, it's so cold. This is let's just say we're in our sun. Let's see. Hey, I got a lot of sun now. The water here, why isn't it? Every beast is fucking made up. So water is going to be and that's what there's going to go. So it's not more about the words and numbers. It's changes pop on. So yeah, words and my also you know back in some talk about negative recording and learn so much about also not about that. I love the people that talking about these stuff and that's all interest with that. Maybe so here we see. So the word is one over here. If I like versus the water is going to go. There we go. Yes, that's it. Yeah, it was one of the spike for me. No, I'm not seeing much happening here. So my dad said all solids and liquids make gases is not right. So it's not going to make gas. But if I use liquid, I'm usually down here. I see liquid here. And it's not as much of what it is. I'm going to use my solid. This is salt powder. I'm going to put that in there. And add a little more to make it interesting. There we go. Here's a little more. Oh my goodness, it's okay. Now they wrote down saying, and let's see. So the scientific fermentation, here we go. And all right, so now I've got a closed container. I've got a lid here. And I have this solid here. Let's see if we can find. Oh, let's see. Okay, the challenges of science. There we go. Let's try. Bear with me here. Oh my goodness. This is taking this much time. It must be good. There we go. I'll just hold my hands to that. Okay. So I'm going to take it around this container. And see what happens. Oh, what happened? What's that in there? Is that a solid? Is it a liquid? Or is it something else? It's gas. Gas. Yeah, I don't know what this is, but it's definitely not something you want to breathe. So I make sure it's going to make soda to make this gas. So we made gas here. So think about gas in air. And that brings me back to weather. And let's see here. There's a cat. He's looking at us. Who's he talking to? There's a cat. He's our cat. There she goes. Okay. So let's see. So when we have air in nature, we call the air in nature that kind of moves around, and we don't see also see the leaves moving. What do you call that? What do you think? You can just say that out loud. You think you know. When the leaves move around, we see them move. What makes them move? Wind. Okay. And I have a wind making device here, and I'm going to see if it works. All it is, it's just a space, and there's a little bag here. And by pulling this back, it's going to concentrate some air. We're going to see how powerful wind can be. You did. There we go. So there's wind. What causes wind? Nature doesn't have a big giant thing like this out here running around the park, does it? So what makes wind? What do you think causes wind up here? Have you ever thought about what causes wind? What do you think, Grayson?
Clouds.
Well, the clouds. Here's how I think about clouds. I think about clouds like they're like a sponge. So some clouds, some clouds will have evaporation happen, and then they'll build up, and they'll get all kinds of rain, and they'll drop their rain. See the rain column coming down? And then the wind will move those clouds, and it will kind of be dry. They already dry out. So sometimes clouds are really, really wet with precipitation, and other times they're kind of dry air masses, and the wind moves them around. So you're on the right track, Grayson. So that's what gets moved. But what causes the wind to move? That's what I'm kind of digging at. Yeah, go ahead.
Tree.
What do you think? What?
A tree.
Well, the tree it does blow in the wind, and I'm seeing see how the leaves are moving right now.
Yeah.
So something is causing that to happen, and we can figure it out. We can find out what's doing that. So the way I understand it is, the sun, that star, 93 million miles away, sends its light to the Earth, and when the Earth gets that light, its temperature goes up. When the temperature goes up in one place, that causes the air there to rise because it's like a hot air balloon. If it's hotter air, it goes up into the sky. So it makes a space down below. So the air kind of goes up into the sky, and there's a space down below. And so the other parts of the air around the area has to come in and fill in that space. So that's my hypothesis. That's my guess. That hot air from the sun causes the air rise and creates a space. So let's test it. I have a way to test it right now. This thing right here has air in it. There's air right in here. You can't see it. Here's a balloon that's stuck on the end. Okay, and then here, one more part of this equation, is a hole. You see the hole in the thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm guessing is, by the sun, you kind of push the air out of the way, pull the air up. Then air from around here, from here on the park, has to fill this balloon to fix that space, to keep things balanced. You want to see if it's... So, okay, that's my hypothesis. Should we go have lunch now, or do I have to do something else? What else do I need to do to kind of know if that's true or not? What would I need to do? Do you just take my word on it and say, oh, Randy Comm said it's this way, so that must be scientific fact? Or do we have to do something else in the scientific method? What do you think? What would we have to do if it's scientifically true or not? You listen to me, first food, catch live, we can snap you. Now, oh my goodness, I made my stomach hurt. Because monarchs kind of eat plants that make good birds and other animals a little bit of a bellyache. So usually if a bird eats a monarch butterfly, that's going to be the only one they ever eat. Because when they see it again, they're like, I'm not going to eat that thing. It gave me stomach ache. That's a way that the monarch defends itself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now it gets complicated. I was just giving you that just to kind of set the stage. There's another butterfly that lives around here called the viceroy. And it has evolved to look just like the monarch. But it's not poisonous. It doesn't give birds a bellyache. But what it uses is its colors. The birds see the viceroy's colors and they say, oh, it's one of those monarchs. I better not eat that because they're getting a stomachache. But the viceroy wouldn't give a bird a stomachache if it had eaten it. It just uses that as a trick. That's one of the ways that it tricks the birds for lunch. I probably want to be eaten for lunch. So I think using a trick like that is pretty fair. I think it's a pretty fair way. The only bad thing is, if the first thing the bird ever eats that looks like this is a viceroy, then it's going to think, wow, that viceroy was good. It didn't give me a stomachache. But then it might turn around and eat a monarch the next day and the monarch gets eaten. It gets a stomachache. And nobody really wanted that story except the viceroy. These are some of the things that happen in nature that are all around us. And they're all, every time you learn about an animal or a plant or a bug, you'll find that there are all these interconnections in these stories. Speaking of bugs, what are the parts of a bug? You all know the parts of an insect? What do you think, Grayson? Why don't you stand up again? Yep. Stand for just a second. Okay, I'm leaving my hat on, right? Okay. So most insects that eat these plants up here, we learn a little bit about, they have a head, they have a thorax, and they have an abdomen. That's their belly. So can you put your hands on your head and say head, thorax, abdomen? Okay, one more time. Head, thorax, abdomen. Now let's add a little music. Okay, we go. Head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen, head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs. Head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen. That's a little faster. Head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen, head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs. Head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen. All right, then we do it really fast. All right, here we go. Head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen. Wait, head, I messed it up. Okay. Head, thorax, wait. Head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen, head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs. Head, thorax, abdomen, abdomen. All right, that's harder than it looks. So what are the three parts of an insect? Hit your space bar and let me know what the three parts are. What do you think?
Head, thorax, abdomen.
Excellent. And how many legs does an insect have? 6. If it's a spider and arachnid, how many does it have?
8.
Now that's awesome. We're cooking now. Okay. So let me ask you this. There are life cycles. There are the cocoons, the chrysalis, the butterfly, there's the eggs. So there's the frog we started to talk about that makes little eggs, and then those eggs turn into tadpoles, and then those tadpoles come around, and eventually they turn into frogs. They lose their tail, and they grow legs. They make those changes. We don't do that, but these frogs do that. So this lays eggs, this lays eggs, and this lays eggs. What about 65 million years ago? Do you think a creature with a tooth like this laid eggs?
Yes.
What kind of animal do you think this was?
A dinosaur.
A dinosaur. Any ideas on what kind of dinosaur?
A T-Rex.
A T-Rex. Yeah, this is a T-Rex tooth replica from the Top Science Center. And yeah, back in the day when dinosaurs lived, they laid eggs too. This is a tridon egg here.
Are those real eggs?
These are replicas. I think I have one fossil I can show you that's real if you want to see it. And this is what is this? A Patasaurus. Patasaurus egg. And this is a tridon egg. This is what they would look like. So a long time ago, dinosaurs laid eggs. So I'll go get a fossil real quick and show it to you. All right. Okay. So this is a trilobite fossil. This is a real one. Can you see it? This creature.
Yes.
Oh, listen. You hear the owl? Listen. There's an owl right now. That was a barred owl. Could you hear it? A little bit? I just heard it. Yeah, there are barred owls that live in the park, and they have these little things. They call them tufts, and then they have ears. They can hear really well at night. There it goes. And they lay eggs, and they're really. There's an owl right this minute. It's right up in those woods. That's kind of hooting away. So let's start talking about birds. Another animal that lays eggs. This is a nest. There we go. All right, let's stop for a second since the owl is starting to hoot. Let's see if y'all have any questions. Any thoughts, any questions about anything we're talking about, or anything related to nature or the park? I'll put my question hat on. So, all right, so pause questions. No questions? All right. Okay.
I agree with animals.
Cool. I agree. I love animals. Really like coyotes. Coyotes are my favorite animals. I want to I'm so worried about coyotes. Love the animals and all the unsafe they've never said around because people for thousands of years. It's stories about coyote. And all your stories about coyote. Coyote is a creature. Coyote is a creature. Coyote is a creature. Coyote is a creature. So I'll go to the still having this. It's not really something. I actually have this story. Yeah, stuff. So how do you see all this out? Do this kind of house. I go to one. Now we're going to do like this. Like this. Like this. She's saying it. I'm going to say it. I like the streets. Like the kind of street. Really. I would say these are things that are supposed to be. You can have people know to say like this. It's not tree. And so one side on this. You know, this on the next. And that's 100%. So my like this. It's so wise. And here's the contamination. You get that. Probably it can be back then later. It's probably not. Now, not the this way. You want. Yeah, they were eating yeah, they're well safe. But they had the same much life cycle day, so you know, the whole idea of the cycle has you have leaves, and also have seed, and that seed more same by more. Now, yeah, you also have a question.
No, it's over here.
Okay, I understand. Lynn, or the sword is on. My God,
I don't know that about T-Rex.
I'll do it.
It could buy with 38,500 units.
Wow, okay. What did you want?
Just really want to say, you have any minutes before I see?
Oh, let's see. What? Alright, so first of all, this is a really big. This is called Hyplosaurus. Okay, let's for instance, the long-necked sauropods, the world's largest tortoise, walked on 4 feet and had 2 legs, and they weighed more, but they also swim too. So they have same foot and egg from a bird. They have a life cycle day, but mama bird egg hatches, the baby grows up, and they can raise. So this critter was in the late early Jurassic period. I don't know that. This is also Mara finding egg, just like today, and I'm there. But yeah, so then they're bigger. Yeah. Alright, I think it's time to do 2 more questions, and then I should probably love it. You know, this is I have one more since you obviously find out how fancy yours is.
Okay.
You have fish. They also weigh. This is also a fish. And then this is a fossil of a leaf. So that leaf, you'll see 5 million years ago, it was a leaf today. But through seeds, and those seeds would have been growing into a plant. This is a little leaf here. Alright, basically that question. I understand.
Oh, I have a fossil.
Oh, what's that there?
I said, it's all tooth.
Oh, neat. Okay, that's really cool. Wow. Never see that? Okay, maybe we'll show that during class next time. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get everything out of the way. What else is there?
A reno, a antelope, a baby snake, and sorrel and cat.
Oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm Oh, really? That's part?
No, it's part.
Oh, good, okay. Not what I'm supposed to go back to the car. Yeah, okay.
Before you look at your baby, it's in the back.
Sure, that's it.
Yeah, it's ashes.
Alright, where's that? Is this losing? Where's ashes? Now, let's talk about ashes. The baby, so it's more alive. It was born as an egg. It's more alive. It's going to get a dog or cat. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's later. We're going to cat. Yeah.
And my cat is a cat.
Okay, yeah, that's it. That's
Oh,
okay, so that's
I have a gray cat. No, don't you?
awesome. So we see you today. Really, all your custom part visits and every person to come here and all the animal and all these systems life cycles are one here. Now, if you know the problem, you can run the yellow. We appreciate it a little bit more. So, one more to do, and I'll talk to you next time. You should be class.
Bye.
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 Thank you. Thanks for having me. Bye. Here we go. Thank you. Bye.